I'm Sande Charles with FanRag Sports, joined by our very own senior prospect analyst, Jesse Burkhart. We're going to preview and break down what you should be watching here at AFL. Now, Jesse, you had a chance and you wrote about Cubs prospect Eloy Jimenez and previewed him as a guy we should be watching here at AFL. What fascinates you about him?
Eloy Jimenez is pretty exciting. He doesn't turn 20 until late November, which makes him the second youngest hitter here at the AFL, I believe. The bat is just really explosive. Yesterday, on Thursday, he hit a ball with an exit velocity of 119.4 miles an hour, which I believe, if I read correctly, is the third, which would have been the third hardest hit ball in the major leagues this season. So the power is real, and more than that, the hand actions and the athletic movements that you see in the box are what you're looking for. I think the plate approach is still raw, but that's why he's here at the AFL, and I think a step forward in that area, I think he's got a chance to be a plus hitter in the big leagues.
Now, James Caprillion, he's the pitching prospect with the Yankees. He made his AFL debut, and he was lights out. What makes him so special?
Yeah, he was really outstanding in his AFL debut. He threw 3 shutout innings, struck out 6, allowed just 1 run, which is an impressive performance by itself, but even more impressive when you consider that prior to that night, he hadn't pitched in a competitive game environment since April because he had missed most of the minor league season with a strain of his flexor tendon. He was 95 to 97 early, then he settled into the 92-95 range, threw a short slider between 86 and 90 miles an hour, and threw a mid-80s changeup, both of which should be above average pitches for him, I think. The next step for him is just building up the endurance to where he can maintain that velocity and that level of stuff deep into games.
Jesse, we have to kind of touch on it. Tim Tebow is here. He is playing at the Arizona Fall League. There's attention. There's so many fans everywhere he goes. But what have you really seen from him?
Yeah, Sandy, there's no doubt about it that Tim Tebow is creating a lot of excitement here, and people can say what they want about him not being a real prospect, but it's no doubt that he's creating different game environments. When he steps up to the plate right before each pitch, the stadium gets noticeably quieter. Whenever he does anything, whether it's a weakly hit ground ball or a walk, he gets cheered louder than someone else who might accomplish a similar baseball feat. Performance-wise, he's predictably struggled. He's 0 for his first 9. He's got 3 strikeouts so far. I think his struggles can be traced to him really just being too muscle-bound to control the bat the way that he needs to. He likes to extend his lead arm, and he gets beat inside as a result of that. And so you see a lot of weakly hit ground balls to his pull side. I think what's important for him going forward is just getting the mental reps of seeing as many pitches as possible, working as many deep counts as possible, and putting himself in the best hitting situations, and hopefully he'll run into something.
Now, who's the guy here at AFL that's maybe flying under the radar and we should really keep an eye on?
Brandon Dixon from the Reds organization is who I'm watching closely. In the last week, I spoke with a team official who talked to me about Dixon and said how pleased the organization is with his development. He was actually a big part of that deal that sent Todd Frazier to the White Sox, and Dixon's acquisition has been a little bit underpublicized, I feel like. On Thursday, I got him 4.29 from the right side, so he's an average runner. He's a solid athlete. The organization really values his defensive versatility. He can play 6 different positions. I think there's some question about his overall feel for hitting, but he's off to a good start here so far.